Whatever you would like.
No, it's dealer's choice.
Let's go Justin Lawrence.
Since John hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah, let's let Johnny pick.
Justin Lawrence.
Yes, he's doing great.
Is he?
He's in Indy. He's had, 5 or 6 rehab outings, including the Marauders outings. He is scheduled to go back-to-back later this week, so that's probably why you haven't seen him in a game. Obviously, Labor Day was off, so that's there's no game availability for him there. But my recollection, he is lined up for later this week for back-to-back outings. But he's doing well. Performance-wise, the velocity, all the metrics have returned prior to the injury. So very, very encouraging, and huge shout out to Justin, because he worked his tail off on this rehab.
I know you got to see how he's doing coming off that, but is that the last hurdle he has to clear, or is there still more?
We're going to see how he recovers after that, and then we'll get with Donnie, we'll get with Ben and Jeremy Bleich and Oscar to see if there's anything else from the pitching department they might want to see. Is it a multiple inning, multiple up outing? But still, most importantly, we believe that he's recovering good and pitching at a high level. Other pitchers, Jared Jones, very notable. As we spoke last week, he was scheduled to see Dr. Meister, and he did that yesterday. He was a surgeon on record. Very encouraged with his progress, very encouraged with his overall range of motion, strength, and he's on track for our original projection of returning to game activity around 10 to 12 months. So very, very encouraging for Jared. Dr. Meister was very encouraged to see Jared actually smiling. So I think those that of all of us know Jared, he can be tough to crack that smile from, but he was smiling yesterday, so that was awesome. Any questions on pitchers?
Did he get cleared for a throwing program?
He did. Okay. He got cleared to begin a light throwing program. Yes.
What are some of the things he's going to engage in with the beginning of his throwing program? Like, what are some of those things that we should expect from him going forward, at least initially, with that program?
Yeah, good question. What he's done up to this point is they start out with one-hand plyos and then two-hand plyos, and he's responded very nicely to that. So the early stages of a throwing program is generally starting out 45 to 60 feet. You build up volume, multiple sets of 25 throws with rests in between. So he'll go on a very nice graduated program, 45, 60, 90, 120 for a significant amount of time.
Will he be down in Florida doing all that rehab work, or is there any place he has to do it, or is it just anywhere he can do it?
He actually lives in Florida, so his preference is to be in Bradenton, which is, I think, advantageous for him and us, because we have the whole setup and the facility and a rehab team down there where we can help him along this journey. Any other pitchers?
I saw Thomas Harrington went back on the injured list after his last outing. Is it more of a recurrence with his latest injury?
Yes, unfortunately it was. About the 14th, 15th pitch, he did feel the right groin grab again. Subsequent exams and imaging showed a moderate strain to that groin area. He's actually feeling pretty good. He is playing catch out to 90 feet, but we're taking it day by day with him. Too early to make a projection of return quite yet, but what he is doing is he is playing catch out to 90 feet without any symptoms. So yes, it was a recurrent injury, it was a setback, but we're going to slowly work him back, hopefully get him back sooner than later.
About position player wise, how about
Yes.
Jack Suwinski? What's his status?
So with the position players, Jack, that right groin injury, he just advanced to some low-level running in the Alter G, which is an anti-gravity treadmill, unloaded the body, responded well to that. He's participating in some light hitting activities and some advanced rehab exercises. So he's making some nice progress. Still have some obstacles and hurdles to overcome, some benchmarks if you must, from a strength perspective, and then obviously getting outside and running. So but he is making nice progress. Valdez, as we spoke last week, we thought he was going to get clearance to begin hitting by Dr. Dugas, but not that it was a setback of sorts, but Dr. Dugas, with the timing of the season, felt it was more advantageous to take a couple more weeks of strengthening and line him up for some off-season playing. Ronny Simon, ironically, another left shoulder dislocation. So that was the official diagnosis. He dislocated his left shoulder from that head-first slide into home plate on the 29th at Fenway Park there. The initial prognosis from our doctors after all the exams and imaging is surgery is needed for Ronnie. We are honoring a second opinion in collaboration with the second opinion doc, which will hopefully set that up next week to confirm that surgery is required for Ronnie. Once that's all established and we collaborate with everybody, then we can present a more formal return to play projection.
What kind of is this just a normal shoulder surgery then, in terms of when you dislocate your shoulder? Like what goes into all that
So
decision making?
the labrum will need to
Okay.
be repaired. Yes.
Anything new on Billy Cook? Kind of what he's been dealing with.
He's supposed to see Dr. Tang next week. That'll be like a 3-week post-injury exam, and then we'll have more information at that time. Hopefully we can progress to some upper-level baseball activities.
Very good.
Good.